So I'm Mandy. I'm the head teacher at Redbridge High School. I've been the head teacher for the last 4 years. So our school predominantly is children with severe learning difficulties. We do have children with really complex health needs as well. Some of those conditions can be life limiting. So we've got a very broad curriculum to meet all that need. We've got some children on a more formal curriculum that can do more formal, like subject-based learning as well. But we've also got children here that can do, it's all about sensory learning and sensory regulation and being able to communicate effectively. So I don't think we've ever reviewed it as such. We've always been at the mercy of whatever's been brokered by the local authority. And really what we've done is just had the bills and then paid the bills. We've never had an audit done to see whether it was the most efficient contractor or anything like that. So all that side of it it's quite new to me, having gone through this process now. So we met a gentleman called Mike Cunliffe, who is a professional governor, and he was working with another school. So through the head teachers networking, we found about the solar energy, and he introduced us to the company. It was all brand new to me, so I just didn't know what to expect. So it's been a very positive experience, I have to say. Been very sort of little work for us to do, and it's just been about that relationship with Steve and everybody else who's helped us look through all our bills and look through exactly what we're spending and what's going on, what the bills are going on. Very easy. So basically we were just handing over all our bills. They all got looked at and processed, and then we just had some feedback on things that we could save on and things where we possibly overpaid. I mean, there's a dashboard for most of your energy companies, and the one that we had, we couldn't make head nor tail of it. So having somebody to look at that and then tell us explicitly what was happening with our billing was really useful. So straight away we were paying too much tax. I think it was the climate tax. Schools need to pay 5%. We were being charged at 20% at the time. There was a lot of credit notes that were coming through that were really confusing. And they were able to sort of look at a contract that was about to come to an end and make sure that it was up to date and it was complete and that we weren't owed anything. We were owed some things on some of the accounts, for the gas mainly and some of the electric. Yeah. It was a huge amount of money. I wasn't expecting that. Having only sort of really dealt with my own utility bills at home, I didn't realise how much credit could be left in an account. This is a SEND provision for children with really complex needs. The money in SEND is really poor across the whole of the country. It's nationally. And we really struggle with our budget. We're actually in a deficit recovery budget at the moment. So having any money back and having a better tariff is just going to benefit the pupils ultimately in the end. Because if you're making cuts, it's going to be around staffing and resources. So anything that comes back to us will go straight back into supporting the pupils. So having relied on the local authority to come up with all the tariffs, you sort of trust those sort of implicitly, but having gone through this process, I would say never do that, always look into it yourself. So just as we were sort of making contact with all these people about the different energy sources and the solar energy and the greener energy, we were being emailed by our council to say, would we carry on with an old tariff? So I was able to say at that point no, because I had more information about it. So that actually finished in March 26, and then we've gone straight over onto a new account with a better tariff, and that's sort of guaranteed for like the next 20 years. So the savings are going to be absolutely enormous, and once the solar's in, it's going to cut our bills by about 40%, 50%. I've heard 60% come from one of the other head teachers who's just been through this process as well. So it's considerable savings. Yeah. I'd send them the email and say have the conversation with them. Definitely, absolutely.